everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to episode 2 of Pathfinder Trials of Orbis. My own brainchild, we'll say. I'll let the players introduce themselves, and we'll start from the top of my my screen. So, Lemon.
Hi. I just want to say, every time you say the name, I always think it's Orbis.
Orbis, as in the
It's
Latin word for basically orb or world.
Oh no. But when I read it and I hear it, I want you to say Trials of Orbis. Just because I think it'd be hilarious for us to try and pick up a bunch of Orbis beads. Be awesome. Anyway, I'm Lemon. My character's name... Is that what we're doing, the whole thing? Sorry,
yeah, character, the whole spiel, yeah.
Alright, so, I am playing, a champion Leshy, who goes by the name of Caprin Gotado, also known as Cap, who, is pretty awesome. And, they, go by any and all pronouns, because they're a Leshy, they're a tree. I don't got time for that. So, isn't it?
Yummy.
I'll just shovel the whole taco in my mouth. Hello! I'm Emmy, I go by they, them pronouns, and I am playing, Fennec Stone, who is a Kitsune Thaumaturge. They go by he, they. And they are my angsty boy. Woo.
And Gwen.
It's me. It's Gwen. Hello. As I said, my name is Gwen. I am playing Selena. Both me and my character use she, her pronouns. And it's gonna be fun playing a little cleric Healy person. That can sometimes do damage.
That can sometimes do damage, yes. And I am the GM, mastermind of this whole story, creator of basically the whole world. JD, I go by he, him, and, I guess we can get into this. So,
Yay!
yes. So last time, our adventurers were being addressed by their teachers, mainly the head of the school, Professor Hope, in what she expected and what was going to happen this year a little bit. Right afterwards, everyone was sent to basically organize their things, and some people came in to cause trouble. One being a golden dragon that did a lot of damage, which was sent away at the very end by the professor when she decided that she had enough of this battle, and every other being in the villainy group was slain by rather one of the players or by one of the teachers. Yes, go ahead. But at the very end, the professor asked one of the team members, to heal a young lady who was going against them with no explanation, and took her into her quarters to basically let her gain her strength back. And that was basically the last part of the last session. So, this time, we start with Professor Hope and her room. She's in the back room, tending to this girl with a few of the adults in the room, where she decides that she needs to call all three of you in. So she says, Cap, Selena, and Fennec, come here.
All right. Go on in, I guess.
I do so with shield up.
Okay.
I'm always
I
gonna be
will
holding
walk
onto the
in.
shield.
I'm not.
I'll be
I don't
holding
got
the
shield.
back. I'll be
And
holding the back. Dante's walking beside me. He's somewhat growling at the person.
I'll
yeah,
just have my hands in front of me nervously, like, what?
yeah, as you walk in, she literally sends all the teachers out. Literally just tells them all to get out. So it's just you three, Professor Hope, and the young girl who seems to be no older than any of you, if not just
Interesting.
maybe a year older. But she did show she had some skill, just nothing between her and the teachers and the other adults there. So Professor Hope says, this is Isabel.
All right. Hi.
She is the daughter of the founder of this school.
Okay. I'm not quite certain why. She might have been fighting with the other side then. Didn't we just fight against her though?
Yes. Now, there are circumstances of what has happened. She's been missing since halfway through last year. She was sent on a mission, and her whole team was found dead, and she was missing.
Oh. Wow. Well, I guess she's not missing anymore.
Yes.
I think we found her.
Yes, indeed. Well, she is now fine. She won't do any harm to any of you, now that she's seen what will happen. But I do have a place for her. I feel like she can help. Maybe not your group, because she's a little headstrong. But she can help someone. She has been taught many things, and is way beyond her years and her abilities. But she did have, that, I guess I should say, that little demon thing that I chopped its head off. That was, Movo, the demon. Hope literally cut his head off last session.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yep.
My character would have though.
Yes. All because this is within a
Yeah.
half hour to an hour
you just said cut a head
max.
off a demon. I thought maybe that was something that happened like behind closed doors.
Nope, this happened during the
I was
fight.
trying to remember what
Yep, it
one
was
most like a demon.
it was the Movo one. He literally is a demon, and she chopped his head off, and he just kind of vanished into dust. And she literally goes, "He's not dead. He just was sent back to where he came from." He kind of messed with her mind. I take it that he was the one who took her last year.
So you're telling me chopping a head off just doesn't kill that demon, just sent it back where it was?
Isabel's father chopped his head off multiple times. He always comes back.
Interesting.
Is there a timeline to how soon he might come back? Are we just supposed to wait around for that to happen? Like,
Oh, he knows he can't stand up to me. So, he won't come here again. And as soon as she says that, a knock at the door happens, and Professor Hope says, "Come in," and you see this catfolk coming in with a book and a letter, but the catfolk has very dark glasses, and isn't really looking anywhere. Almost looks like he's looking through people more than anything, but his ears are perked up.
Hello?
Yes, who's that? Who is that? Never heard your voice before.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So this catfolk is blind.
Oh.
I had a poor choice of words there, but it was partly intentional.
Okay.
Yes. So, as he hears that, hears oh and stuff, he's gonna go, well, describe yourself for me, so that I can better familiarize myself.
Well,
Yeah.
I can go first.
Yeah, wanna go
Um,
first.
Yeah. My name is Selena. I'm one of the new students here. Since you can't see my appearance, I am a half elf of slightly shorter stature with all white hair. But hopefully, I'll be getting to interact with you around school and whatnot.
Ah, very lovely. But I heard more voices that I have not heard before. We'll go with Fennec.
Hi. My name is. Why am I nervous? My name is Fennec. I am a. You know what? Not. I'm a human male. I have tan-ish skin, freckles, gray hair that falls down to like the nape of my neck with orange streaks running through it. I have my familiar Dante, who is a three-headed Cerberus with all black with spots of brown on him.
And let me try this. Okay, and when you finish, you just hear like a strong sniff. He's just sniffing. It's like, human, huh?
Oh crap, that's what I said. Human.
Whatever you say. Now, I heard a third voice. Cap?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'm trying to see if I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that I do everything that my character should have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still my Cap is still thinking about whether or not they're gonna do anything bad to this kid that's in here. But anyway, let's see. I am a pine leshy, I say to the person.
I smell outdoors, a little bit inside. That makes sense.
That would be me.
And he just takes one more sniff and kind of like his ears perk up and goes, ah, so she's back. Literally, he knows of Isabel's scent. Because he was here last year. And Professor Hope goes, hide. What'd you come in here for? And he goes, oh, sorry, Professor. And then hands her a note. And she starts reading it. And it's getting, like, her face is just getting more and more worried and more angry at the same time. Like, she's not even hiding it from anyone. That she is just very angry and very worried about what she is reading. And she goes and she hands that to the closest one of you three. Which one would be the closest, do you think?
To the door?
It would be more of who would be closest to, like, the bed.
I would have gone in first ahead of them, just in case.
Okay, she hands you
Because
the
I have my
note.
shield up and everything.
Yeah, she
I
basically.
get the note. I don't want to be the leader.
You can hand it to whoever you want, but she handed you the note because you were the closest.
I can take it.
But I hand it back.
Okay, so
Okay.
And I,
Ru-
I keep staring at him.
okay, so roughly, what it reads is all schools have been attacked. 3 schools have basically fallen, but a couple areas of the schools. And 1 school did not, only because a man by the name of Alros was there.
Which school was it?
The school Alros was at Kali Ruina, which is the land of air, which is the school of air, which is where this catfolk is from.
Okay.
So, a man named Alros was there, and basically says that all the schools were attacked at once, and he defeated basically every creature that came into that school single-handedly, without breaking a sweat. And you see a word, basically underlined word saying Night Talons. And it's
Sam, what?
a words, the words are Night Talons.
K or with an N?
Is that,
Talons.
Hold on. Is that 2 different words?
It's
because you're
2
saying
words.
All are like one.
It's basically one thing. It's night talons, like
Okay.
a bird's talons.
Okay.
Yeah, but with an N or a K.
Night talons.
No.
For
At the
night.
beginning for night,
Night.
because there are
Night.
2 different ways
dark.
to spell night.
I'm guessing
As in night.
Night
Dark.
like the dark.
Awesome.
Dark.
K.
Night
Cool.
talons.
I
Getting our
was thinking a
clarification
freaking
Yes.
spelling
night.
here. Don't mind us.
Yes. Night
I knew
talons.
talons was an N.
Yes. Night talons is underlined and just like very out there. It sticks out on the whole page compared to everything else. It's like written there as if they didn't, like, they just darkened it as much as possible so it was readable. And basically after that it says Night Talons, and then it says traitors beware.
It says what exactly again?
Traitors beware.
So,
Great.
would any of us be familiar with night talons? Or is this like first time being exposed to that?
Actually, let me think.
Roll a
Yeah.
society or religion check?
Society.
Yeah, would this be a check? Okay.
Society, right?
Yeah, I will
Write
write
me a
society.
society. But do it at disadvantage because you guys would have been very young the last time these guys were around.
Wait. Can I ask a question? If I, I don't know what this is. Maybe if I have lore underworld, can I? roll to
Yes,
see
yes.
what
If
that-
you have lore underworld, you can use that.
19 for society check.
Okay.
Do I roll it at disadvantage or no?
Yeah, because it's technically a no longer. It was believed to be a no longer organization. So yeah,
At
I got a
disadvantage, I got
14 for mine.
14.
a 7 on my lore underworld.
Okay.
Your 7? Your lore bonus is that low?
Oh wait, no, crap.
Yeah, add your bonus.
I forgot to add my bonus. So
You have 9 as well.
I got a 15.
15.
There
Okay.
you go.
So you and Gwen have heard of this group. You understand that it was a group that was basically being snuffed out around the time this school and basically the way your society is working now, when it was being built, that group was being snuffed out by some of the most powerful adventurers that basically the world has known. You also, and Lemon, Cap knows that this organization was willing to use children and do things to children by any means necessary.
Oh.
So, yes. And as you read through it and you get done, basically, you basically get to the bottom, and Professor Hope goes, yes, this organization is not good to be around.
Why is it not good to be around?
Because they are willing to kill, torture anyone, anywhere, at any time.
Then we must go fight them.
Don't know if picking a fight with these people are very good
I
ideas.
don't know if I have a choice.
It took the three founders of our society, myself, and a handful of others, just to bury them last time. It is very hard to go up against a society like that, because many of them have been brainwashed.
Well, it's a good thing I have an ability to unconfuse them.
Well, I guess I'll tell you a little bit about them so that you're not running. So if you do run into them, it's a little more noticeable. I'll tell you that myself and one of the founders, and Isabel here, were all brought up by the Night Talons. I myself was one of their leads. Alros was one of their infiltrators. Isabel was one of their trainees. And 13 years ago, Alros broke me and Isabel out, and we went for a fight. After that fight, we decided to take Isabel and hone her skills for good and build the school where I would run it for Alros and the other founders of our society to hone young minds in the best way, not in the negative ways. Now, since you did read that, you know that 3 of the 4 schools are gonna need some help. I will allow you 3 to choose one, together, as a team, to go to first. But it is entirely up to you.
Do you think
Do we
might
have some time to think about this?
Yeah, that.
I'll give you a little bit of time.
Right, and then I push everyone out the door. Let's go into our own rooms and go talk.
Which room are we going to?
Whichever one's closest.
I was gonna say whichever one's biggest.
Your
Phoenix
three
room.
rooms are basically
Phoenix.
somewhat similar, but yeah, Phoenix is the biggest. Selena's is the closest.
If
Or go to Fennec's room.
if Fennec doesn't want us in Fennec's room, we can use mine.
Oh,
I'd rather not.
Okay, then
Let's
we'll
go
use
to
my room.
Selena's.
okay,
go
we'll
my
go to
room
the closest
and
one.
Okay, so you guys go into Fennec's room.
Selena's room.
No.
Selena's room, I mean.
Selena's.
Yes, Selena's room, the one closest.
No.
Okay,
Me. Hello.
so
Alright, guys. What's going on?
What do you mean? What's going on?
Have we properly introduced ourselves to each other yet before we were?
I mean, we were kind of
Before
thrust
all
into a
of that.
battle, so isn't that introduction enough?
Sure, we'll say that. And Fennec is gonna quickly pick up Dante from wherever he is in Selena's room and just do the process of putting Dante back into the tattoo. Really
Fair.
fast. Alrighty, so
I don't know. I don't quite remember which schools you guys said you came from, but I think all of our schools were attacked, and I'm not sure how much of a strong connection you guys had with the people back at your schools. But I felt pretty close with a couple of people at my school, and so I would like to go there and be able to help there if that's all right with the two of you, and then we can go to the other ones. But it was, that school was pretty close to where my family is and everything, and so I'm concerned with that.
Alright.
in all honesty, I don't really have ties at my old school that also got attacked, so we can go to yours first.
Is that
I
okay?
mean, yeah, but y'all can also call me Cap. Like, we don't need formalities around here. I mean, I was close with everybody, but I'm close with everybody everywhere, so... My job
Well,
is
we
to
can go
protect.
to Cat's
job
school or
protect.
my school. Either one works.
Nah, we'll go to yours first. The people at my school are all hotheads. And yes, pun intended.
that is a very good pun.
Selena.
That is a very good pun.
Literally just had a smirk, but that made Gwen actually laugh.
I'm a corny guy.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, no. I feel like we need to do something to stop this. These are evil guys. So we need to stop them. I don't care what the headmaster says. We could do it. We must do it.
Well, did you see how quickly some of the people here got taken down? Like, Locke was down in an instant when he walked in.
But we gotta do what we got. We gotta do our best.
I agree that we have to do our best, but
And I
also
might
maybe
be
being
committed
cautious.
to pushing back the forces of lawlessness and cruelty.
I understand, but at the same time, I want to help. But I want to be wary. I don't think we're all that strong right now. I mean, isn't there a reason we're in school?
I also don't want to die. That's like number one priority.
I will protect.
Okay.
So
Sidebar. I'm not actually sure if because of my cause I have to do this or not.
I mean, your cause is to protect.
But my cause, that's why I said it specifically says that it drives me to be committed to pushing back the forces of lawlessness and cruelty.
Which would be
Which would help by going and taking care of people at schools,
yeah.
if that's gonna be the more immediate
Yeah.
thing rather than going after the people. This is me adding in my 2 cents that we're definitely not.
Yeah.
No, I legit don't know though.
I
I've been
believe
looking at everything this entire time, trying to think of, okay, do I have to do this, or do I just feel like I should do it?
it's the drive. A drive is not something you have to do. It's something that you really want to do. So
It's part of like what pushes you, but I feel like
Yeah.
in the way that you get about getting it done is up to you. necessarily. So it doesn't mean that you have to go fight the Night Talons head on, because you can do other ways to push back what they're doing. You don't have to go fight them head on. You can go deal with like some side things that they've got going on, and that'll push back against them in a way until we're strong enough to go take them head on.
No, I'm totally
Gwen and
like
Selena thinking the same thing of like,
Yeah.
we're not ready to just head on attack.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
I just personally, Lemon does not know
Uh,
because I have these different codes and things that I have to follow as a champion. I legit don't know what are absolutes and what are like. I know that I cannot lie unless lying is unless I'm lying to prevent harm to come from someone else.
Exactly.
So,
If you're driven, I would say
because that's part of my paladin cause is it drives me to be honorable, forthright, and committed to pushing back the forces of lawlessness and cruelty.
yes. I mean, being committed
I cannot cheat
in your own way, though.
or take advantage of others.
It is in your own way, though. Like, think about the Avengers, how each one of them have their own way of how they are committed, but they are all committed to a specific goal in the end. So,
I mean, if you're saying that I just don't want to do something that would cause me, because if I break my code,
Yeah.
it's not a good thing.
Yeah, but you also got to remember that these schools are younger kids than you, too. So do you choose to protect the younger kids or go after the main villain?
I'm just saying, I don't want to have any reason, JD, for you to come back and say, you've broken your alignment and violated your code. You lose all of everything that's related to your champion class.
I'm just letting you know that quite literally, you have, at this point, you have, what, 3 options. It's rather your school, well, the 3 schools, go after the bad guy, or refuse. Those are the,
And I think refuse would be the one that would do something.
Yes.
Because everything else is helping.
No, I can't. Yeah. I was like, I cannot refuse.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if, like I said, because I also was just throwing this out there. I almost jumped in when Emmy mentioned that they aren't human because I would be able to see that they are lying.
But you weren't lying. That's the thing.
Correct. But internally, I was like, am I supposed to say something? Or, like, should I say something? But I'm like, no. I mean,
that's not breaking
you don't
a
really
code.
know if Fennec is a human or not.
Because Fennec hasn't changed yet.
Yeah, unless you have something that, like, says that you're able to detect when people say lies any and all the time, I don't think you would have known.
Yeah.
I was just going based on visuals.
Yeah.
Like, if I was looking at
Fennec doesn't have ears at this moment.
Yeah, Fennec has not let out the ears.
Fennec has just a shiny hair, and he has ears
And a puppy.
underneath his hair.
Yeah, the only reason Hyde is that obviously being blind, his sense of smell would be a lot more. And
for sure.
And I also rolled.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I also rolled.
I was just saying that's where my mindset is at, trying to figure out.
Yeah, which is fine.
Just like, cause I thought you were gonna say we're gonna take that poor girl and like go like lock her up in a room, and I was gonna be like, no, you can't do that. Like I was gonna have to jump in and be like, no. But okay, anyway.
Yeah. So
shifting back now that we got all that taken care of.
Yes, it's not gonna break your code to choose the villain or the school to protect. One or the other is gonna technically be protecting. It's just which way do you choose to protect? Do you choose to protect by fighting, or do you choose to protect by being the shield?
Oh, a shield all the way. But if my group is wanting to go to the schools, then we will go we'll go to the schools as a group. Like.
Okay. And
I'm with y'all.
Have you chosen the school you would like to go to?
Yeah, we're going to their school, her school.
Selena's school, the water one.
Selena.
In the land of Mare.
Is it Selena or Celine? Hold on.
Selena. There's an A.
Selena.
Selena. Okay. Sorry, I
Selena.
went to look at the overlay and it switched to Gwen, and I was like, I know it's not Gwen.
Fair.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's that. You've all decided.
Yep.
So, are you just
Yes.
going to try to walk out, or are you gonna?
I would want to go tell headmaster that's like we've decided we'll go through this
Yeah.
school. How soon would you want us to head out? Is it staying here and then set out the next day, or what?
And
How
do
far
you
going
have
to
things to
get
give
there?
us?
Yeah,
Okay. So you're gonna go back to the headmaster.
we're gonna go chit chat
Yes.
with headmaster lady. Yes,
Okay.
which is
We're gonna
Professor
go and say,
Hope.
we have friends.
Professor Hope. Yep.
Yeah, I remember things.
And as soon as you three start walking near the door and everything, she has it wide open because she never shut it after you left.
Yeah.
You three
Yeah.
see 3 chests, but they're only they're almost just a small box almost, but they're chests. But they're very tiny. You can't really tell why, because usually a chest would be a full chest. These are like small boxes almost, but they are
Okay.
in the shape of a chest. And she goes, "Have you made your decision?"
Yes.
Trying to
we're
look at
gonna
Selena.
go. Yes, we're gonna go back to the water school and help them first, and go from there.
Ah,
Alright, we're going to water? What did I sign up for?
yes.
It's where I'm from.
No, I
Covers-
said that all audibly.
Look,
Fennec
I
covers
didn't-
his mouth a bit.
did say water school when I mentioned it.
Yes.
No, you said your school.
No, I said
Fennec-
I'm from the water school. I want to go there.
No, water was never mentioned.
I could have sworn it was.
No, because if water was mentioned, I would be having this reaction in the room with us. I'm from fire. Fire is my thing. I know I am a tree, but fire is my thing.
Fennec
Yes.
is just like in the back, kind of turned around, like hand over mouth, like stifling laughter.
This is Gwen. I genuinely thought I mentioned water school.
Oh my god.
But
So
it's
so
been like it's a
during-
great RP moment.
during that little outburst Cap had of water, literally you hear, because Isabel's still laying in the bed and she just kind of chuckles, but she's still laying in bed with her eyes closed.
So I guess she's awake.
And Professor Hope goes, "I forbid her from talking right now." But
Appreciate that.
if you have chosen a school to go to, I will not fault you. I believe you are all ready. So I give you these 3 chests. Now, these things are small enough for each of you to carry on your own, no problem. But some of them might hold something pretty big. But that is up to you. Up for you to figure out how to open them. So with that, let's see.
Do you have anything that'll help me in water? I don't think I'm quite skilled in that. Kind of like land and fire,
Okay.
not
so-
swimming.
Here, each of you roll me. Here.
Excuse me.
I'll roll. One sec. Okay. Okay,
Apologies on the sneeze.
you're fine. So there's
I
3
had to make a hint
chests.
earlier, and I just muted.
I didn't have a chance to. I barely covered my nose.
So there's 3 chests just sitting before you. Kinda
Yeah.
small chests, kinda like they barely go up to your shins, if that.
Yeah.
Like,
Those are really tiny then. I have really short shins.
well, yeah, like yours may be the knee, if not just a little bigger. But
it's
it's
tiny.
not. It's tiny. They are tiny. Like,
They're small. They're portable.
yes, they are small enough for basically someone to put on their back.
I'm the jokester of the group, guys. You're just
Yeah.
gonna have to use it.
Yeah. Okay, so, she obviously said you're gonna have to find a way to open it because they will only, and then she goes, they will only open for those willing to try.
And with And with that, Fennec's gonna step forward and he's gonna look at he'll take the middle one. Can I roll an Arcana check to see what's going on magically?
Sure, roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm still looking around. I'm still
Well-
talking, trying to find out if the headmaster will give me anything to help me with water.
So that's gonna be a 16.
16. Seriously, even... so all you feel is magic coming from it. That's literally all you can feel from that box is just straight up magic. As if the box isn't made of an actual material, but just magic itself.
Okay. And Fennec is gonna attempt to pick up the middle chest
Mm-hmm.
of the three. He picks it up. Question mark.
Roll me a percentile.
A percentile?
Yeah.
Oh crap! Both or just one?
I need an actual
Are
numbers.
you do a
Yeah,
0 to 100, or is it like a 1 to 10?
0 to 100 with 0 to 10. Yep, I need the whole.
The whole shebang.
Roll a d100. Yeah.
Well, this is really this is middle 55.
55. Okay, let me see.
This is like very middle of the road.
Okay,
crap.
so
Something
as soon
that goes 0 to 100. Too many options.
so as soon as you fully lift the box and you're standing straight up, there's a bright light, and now the box is gone, but some type of goggles are sitting in your hand.
Oh.
And
Um.
Professor Hope kind of looks at him. Wonder if those will help.
Okay. Can I roll another Arcana check to see what the hell did I just get?
Sure.
Oh, that is significantly better. 17, 25.
Okay. You have goggles of night.
Goggles of night.
Ooh.
The opaque crystal lenses of these sleek goggles do not obscure vision, but rather enhance it. While wearing the goggles, you gain a +1 item bonus to perception checks involving sight. All you have to do is, to activate them, all you have to do is interact, and you can use them once per day. They last, so the effect is rotating the lenses 90 degrees. You gain dark vision for 1 hour.
Holy crap. Okay, where is that so I can add it to... Is it worn items? It has to be worn
Yes, it's a
items.
worn item.
Goggles of night regular?
Yes.
Okay. Well, and, FedEx just gonna look at them, go sweet, and he's just gonna, like, put them over his hair and just have them, like, rest on the top of his head.
So quite literally, you
I have mine.
didn't even technically open it. It just basically gave you an item by picking it up.
FedEx is gonna look at them. This was easy. And just go back to like leaning on the wall of the bedroom.
Okay. So I want to try and go up to one then, and I don't quite know how to interact with it. So like Selenia's just gonna like kneel down to it and like kind of put her hand on it and just put like good positive vibes through her hand into it. I don't know, before she tries to open it.
Literally, as soon as you put your hand on it, a flash of light happens, and now I need a roll from you.
Same thing.
Yeah.
That's a 38, my friend.
Ah.
I
And
don't know if I like that reaction.
no, because it's literally something I was already had my cursor on.
Oh, beautiful.
So it
Okay.
is magic armor +1.
Oh.
Magic armor +1.
Yeah, it is a magic armor +1, a suit of magic armor, and all you feel is just magic coming from that armor. And
Okay.
Professor Hope goes, that should protect you. And it's just laying there right in front of you now.
Okay. Interesting. Is this like light armor or like a medium armor or like what? Because like you're a cleric, she don't got much training.
Can she wear it?
So, it's a suit of magic armor is simply a suit of armor. That's it. Or explorer's clothing etched with fundamental ruins. So it's literally could be just your regular look, but it's just like a cloak over it.
Sweet. Okay. Cool. Essentially like +1 to my AC kind of thing.
Yes.
Sweet. I'm wearing that. I'm squishy. I need the help.
That's awesome.
And then, right as that happens, Professor Hope looks at Cap. And then looks back at the last box.
Did Professor Hope ever tell me if there's anything watery they can
Nope.
give me?
She has literally put the chest out and will not say any other than if it will be useful or not.
I don't even know how I'm gonna eat if the whole land is water. I need the soil. So
We'll figure it out when the time comes.
I not begrudgingly, I go over to the box and I go, all right, let's see what you got, and I go to open it.
It is not opening right now.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
So I want to hit. Like, really? Come on, like. I pick it up and put it in my backpack. It's not gonna open. Stick it in the bag.
Quite literally, as soon as you put your backpack back on and everything, you literally feel just a little extra weight.
Oh, now you weren't.
So
Ha,
open.
Ha, ha. Very funny, Thor, God, whoever you are that's giving me this stuff.
So roll me percentile.
So, question on percentiles. What happens if you roll a 0 and then 0, 0? Is that a 0 or is that 100?
A 0 and then a 0, 0. That's 100. Because a 0,
Yes.
double 0 is 100. Double 0
1
and
or
0.
2
So now if
or
you
7.
So yes, but if your 10 rolls 1 through 9, it's a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. If you roll double 0. But the 0,
Essentially,
0...
you can't roll a 0, but you can roll a 100. You can't roll anything lower than a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 2.
You got a 2!
Really?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Ah!
I got a 2 on the D10 and I got a 0, 0 on the D100.
Yeah.
Okay, do you...
I was going for the 100.
Okay.
My just D10 fooled me.
Okay, it might not have. Okay, so you have a thing sitting in your bag now. Since it's in your bag, you gotta... you don't know what it
I
is.
open the bag.
Okay, and you just see this just orb, just a shard of some material just sitting in there. It's like a shiny shard.
I pull like everything out of my bag, and y'all can see that I've got like all the stuff. Like I've got soap, and I've got like rope, and I've got a bedroll, and some bunch of chalk. I've got like 10 pieces of chalk for some reason. I've got useless rations, and I'm not throwing them anywhere. I'm just pulling them out.
Okay.
Okay, and then what is it that I signed? Because I leave that in the bag, so no one else can see it.
Okay, so the last...
I don't want to touch it yet.
The last thing you see, it almost looks like some type of crystallized sword in your bag that has no hilt.
Another weapon?
That has no hilt whatsoever.
Okay.
It's just a broken piece of sword.
No. It looks like a sword. It's like a crystallized. It looks like a crystallized short sword with no hilt.
Oh.
Did I get the short sword because I'm short?
Are
I appreciate that.
are you saying that out loud? Are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
Okay.
I can wield normal sized weapons, guys.
So
Supposedly.
So,
I pull out the longsword I pulled off of one of the dead guys.
Professor Hope goes, short sword, and she literally goes, can I see it?
So I pull it out of the bag. I put the longsword back, and I pulled the crystal piece out.
And now, a short sword is still longer than a dagger, so it's short, but it's not like dagger shape.
I mean, I got daggers too, but...
Okay, so
And
she
I-
goes, that would have been useful against the dragon.
Okay, no, can I cast, can I Arcana check? I want to see what it does.
Sure,
I don't even know what it is.
sure.
Sure.
I know, that's
why
why
Check.
I'm checking it.
I'm like
That's what I'm
looking
checking
at
it.
now that I pulled it out, I show it off. I'm like, look.
Holy,
Is it cold to the touch?
okay,
What'd you get?
we rolling good. 24.
Ah. That is a shard of the orb of gold dragon kind.
Oh, are you Phoenix is
Literally
just so, like,
resembles.
it's gonna drop.
It literally says it resembles a pointed length of a crystal about the size and shape of a short sword without a hilt. That it is a +3
like-
striking short sword that deals 2d6 extra damage to dragons.
Fennec's face is going to drop, and he's gonna silently like, are you fucking serious right now?
And-
Oh.
As
Professor Hope is right.
and as
Really
you say
useful.
that, she goes, now, if you could find the other 12, you could do some real damage.
So it's one of 12?
It's one of 13 shards.
Holy crap!
One of 13?
Yes.
Why did you make it an odd number?
No, I did not make it. It is an actual item in Pathfinder.
Where is this said item?
It's Orb Shard.
I typed in orb shard. Oh.
Let-
Is it a magic item?
It's
Just
definitely.
held?
Whoa. Okay, but it's a you said shard of orb. Of
Orb
gold
shard.
dragon. I didn't know it was
Yeah.
actually called an orb shard. Oh, okay.
Yep. Orb Shard, yep. And it does quite a bit of damage if you are fighting a dragon.
Yeah, well,
And now you have that, so literally it is a
Each-
free action to activate this.
so I
It's
am
ridiculous.
giving it to myself.
Yep. You now have it.
I have a. Where is it? Is it in my gear? Oh, it's not. It doesn't move it to my thingy.
Mhm.
Okay.
So now you each have something,
Ugh,
and then
that's pretty cool.
Professor Hope decides that she's gonna pull one more item, one more chest out, just a tiny chest, and goes, maybe one more for good measure. Let's see. Rolled an. Ooh. So,
I'll roll. Can we roll against each other to see who gets it?
let's see. Okay, so
Depends on what it is.
Let's find out what it is and see who would best use it. Let's
So
do that.
she grabs the box out and goes, not even I know what is actually inside this. And goes and
Oh, that's really helpful.
does a says, now each one of you do somewhat similar to what you did to the to your own boxes. So basically, she told Fennec to lift it, told Selena to just basically put positive vibes in it, and told Cap to basically turn their back to it.
Wow.
Fennec is
I didn't
gonna-
turn my back to
Fennec-
it. I put it away for safekeeping.
Technically, you turned your back to it. So Fennec is
Basically,
gonna walk up
you
and he's
turned your
going
back
to-
to protect
Okay.
it from the other side. Because if you
Well, no, but Cap hearing that is gonna feel like he's like betrayed it, because you're saying that I turned my back on it, which means like I never turn my
Yes.
back on anything.
And that is true.
Okay.
I just made it
Okay.
like, a
But to protect
tiny,
something,
like,
you have to keep it
mental
behind you
damage
a
there.
little bit.
emotional damage.
Emotional
Okay.
damage.
Come on. So, Fennec is just going. So, Hope's holding the box, right?
She is literally, like, holding the bottom of the box.
Okay, Fennec is gonna put his hand over the box and just goes, "You guys do what you did," and then I'm gonna lift it.
Are we supposed to be all be doing this at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I would have put my hand onto the side of the box. I'm not interfering with what Fennec's trying to do. Put my hand on the side of the box to do that positive vibe thing like last time.
Okay.
And how am I supposed to put this in my backpack?
Just turn around.
Like, what? It doesn't make any
Turn
sense.
around and lift up your shield like you're trying to protect it. How does that?
Yes.
Fine. So I do that and I raise my shield.
And just this
And
bright
Fennec
light.
is going to pick it up.
Yep. This. As soon as you all do that, a bright light happens, and in each one of your hands, each one of you now has something in your hand. Each one of you
So it
has.
gave us 3 things?
Yes. And
Are they all
Professor.
different?
No, they are all the same item. Professor Hook goes,
Okay.
peculiar, I've never seen that happen. These boxes seem to have the mind of their own. Now,
That's scary.
Oh, but what did we get?
you got, like, basically you have a tube of a certain substance. And when Professor Hope looks at it, it's like a vapor substance. You...
Okay, so we got an
somewhat
empty
better.
tube?
No, it has stuff in it. Professor Hope goes,
You said so.
it's a vapor. Looks like
So it's invisible.
you'll need it.
Okay. Once again, I'm gonna roll Arcana because
Uh-huh.
I'm a son of a. That's gonna be a 16.
That's good
Can
enough.
I roll a nature check on it?
Ooh. Yeah, roll a nature check.
Uh, 7 and 9 is 16?
Okay, I'll go with Caps first. You basically see, like, this mist, almost, inside the tube the closer you look. It's like a thinner mist on the inside.
Okay.
Definitely looks like something that would heal a creature. Fennec, you know that this is a healing vapor.
Healing.
Okay.
So...
So
basically, it accelerates natural... Yes, it is a level 4 healing vapor. It's a lesser level 4 healing vapor.
Lesser healing vapor.
It'll be a level 4. When deployed from a sealed container, because they're all sealed, the vapor fills a 5-foot burst, lasts for 10 minutes, and can affect up to 4 living creatures at one time. Any creatures beyond the first 4 gain no benefits, though if a creature leaves before the duration is over, a new creature that enters can benefit from the mist. Creatures benefiting from the vapors regains a number of hit points based on the vapor's type while affected. Creature also gains an item bonus to saving throws against diseases and poisons. If the areas of more than one healing vapor overlap, only the strongest applies to creatures inside overlapping areas. Strong wind disperses it, rendering it basically ineffective. Each creature regains 1 hit point every 2 minutes and gets a +1 bonus. So for 10
Does
minutes,
it negatively affect undead?
it literally is just a heal, so
But healing stuff can
healing-
negatively
yes,
impact undead.
yes. So undead could
That's
take
undead.
undead could take damage. Yes, because it would basically be like, because it says saving throws against diseases and poisons. Now, undead is basically one, like, in that kind of category, so they would get, like...
Oh wait, it only affects up to 4 living creatures.
Yep. So, technically, it doesn't do anything.
It wouldn't affect an undead. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so, it could affect 4 people at once, and you can get a hit point for every 2 minutes you sit in it. So, you can get up to 5 hit points by sitting in the vapor for 10 minutes.
I'm a healer though, so I got stuff against undead.
Yes.
We're fine if that ever comes up, but hopefully not.
I was just curious. I
Yep.
mean, I also have things that can
Yeah.
go against undead.
So, now you have... So, Professor Hope goes, now you have your items. And now you should be off, but understand that this is a long journey.
JD, just for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna add a short sword to my inventory
Okay. For now.
because the orb doesn't actually go in. Because the orb acts as a +3 striking short sword.
Yes, it's a +3 striking.
But it doesn't go into my weapon, so I don't actually see that. So if I ever want to use it, I have to actually click on it.
Yeah, just make
So I'm
sure
just
you
gonna
add
a
extra to
+3.
dragon. Add the extra 2d6 to
Well,
dragons.
I'm gonna add the short sword and then have like a little thingy on there that says to check or to point it to the orb.
That's fine.
But I'm just letting you know that I'm adding a +3
Yep.
striking short sword.
That works. Okay. So, now, Professor Hope, are you guys ready or do you need rest? It has literally been, like, maybe an hour or 2 since the fight.
I honestly think we should rest for the night at least and leave tomorrow.
I say we take off in the morning.
Okay.
Would, yeah.
Professor Hope goes, maybe you should go to the capital first. You might be able to see the leader of the land there and get his opinions. 'Cause they know quite a bit about this organization.
Clarification. Is the school that we're currently at, is that like, are we near the capital already and that can be like a day trip thing? Or are we like going to capital and then the school is what she's telling us?
Basically, the capital, to get to where the leader is, it's basically half the trip from the school to between 2 schools. Right in the middle is where the capital is, like where
Okay.
the leader would be.
So she's saying on the way to the water school, not like we can do this today before we rest kind of thing.
You could. She literally goes, you could do it today, you could do it tomorrow, and then go there and maybe spend the whole day at the capital learning, and then hit the school. Or you could
Okay.
hit the school and spend like half a day, or hit the capital and spend half a day,
Okay.
and then at night try to travel to the school and hit that in the next morning. And then you have the whole day there already.
Okay, I think I'm getting more like confused on like scale of things.
Okay.
In terms of like how far away stuff is and like how easy it is
Okay.
to travel from one place
So,
to another. That's where my
from-
confusion is coming up.
So from the school you're at now to the capital isn't very far, but get from the one side of capital to the other with how many people are in the capital will take time. She's basically telling you that you could get there, spend half a day, get there today, spend some of the, basically get rest, and spend the next morning learning from him, or you can spend the whole day if you wanted to. It's basically up to you the way she's explaining it, that it's rather you travel, you spend most of your day, or you spend a lot of time in one location, or you try to spread it out, or you spread less out and you just shrink down your time. It all depends on how you feel you want to do it. You do not have to go to the capital if you don't want, but it is on the way. It is literally halfway to the school. The Capitol building is halfway between Orbis, Ludicolum, and the Aqua school, the water school.
Okay, I now understand, because I've been looking at the map while you've been trying to explain this, and you're using words that are not on the map, because everything else is labeled as everything else, so I'm trying to remember what's what here. Okay.
So...
Thank you for using names of things.
Yeah, so if you use the school that we're at, which is Aura Ludicolum, so right above, like, where it says Apuria, the A, there's like a kind of like a darker square.
So that's the
that is the Capitol building. Yes.
Okay, that's where she's recommending we go?
That's basically where she's telling you to go, because that is where the leader of the land, the mayor, the governor, whatever you want to call him, or them, that's where they are 90% of the time.
Well, it's dope.
At least that's what Hope thinks, at least.
And where are we headed?
We're
going to Aquamaculum.
Which is right, which is...
It's on the right side of the map.
It's so hard to see the words on these maps.
So, if you look at...
It's near the water on the right.
Yeah, it's literally on the right side. There's like a little darker spot there, kind of, a little brown spot.
There's a lot of water on the map.
Yes, on the right side.
It's above Portus.
Yes, there's the big one.
I see it.
Yep.
I see it now.
Yeah.
I see it now.
So, there's those. She's recommending that whatever way you take, whenever you leave, you can go to the Capitol to learn more, but it is up to you. When you want to leave, you can leave today or you can leave tomorrow morning. It is roughly, probably, I would say it's roughly like 4 p.m. around this time at this point.
Can I do... would I know how long it would take us to get from place to place?
You know that's you're just slightly north.
Mm-hmm. Would I know how long it took me to get from my location to here?
Ah, yes. Your location
How long?
Is roughly 8-hour journey.
So
because there's so many there's hills kind of going through your area, so
then
there is that.
Because I know that information, I'm gonna say, hey Selena, how long did it take for you to get from your school here?
JD?
I would say that from you to the Capitol is roughly
Capital.
Well, you to the Capitol is roughly 8 hour,
and so then another like 4 hours on top of that to get to where we are now.
Roughly, yeah, because it's because the Capitol
was asking was from my school to this school.
Yeah, so it's about anywhere between 10 and 12 hours to get to from one side to the other, from Orbis to Aqua. Depending on if you use water or not.
Depending on if you use water or not?
So,
yes.
Selena, how long did it take you to get here? You tell me.
So there's
you would know your route.
So there's like a 2-hour time display. Like you can cut off 2 hours by going just straight across and going through water. That's what I'm saying. Is because there's water in the middle, right under the Capitol.
Yeah.
You could basically cut 2 hours off your trip just by using the water.
Okay, I think that's how Selena would have gotten to Orbis Ludicium, so I wouldn't be able to give a fair estimate to, like, if we went through the Capitol as well. But I would say that it took me a day to get here, but that wasn't with stopping in the Capitol as well. That might add on a couple of hours if we were trying to get to the other school quickly. But I would want to...
I don't care about the Capitol.
I kind of do, because I think it might be nice to know better about what we might be up against before we got there. So we might be a bit better prepared.
So it took you a day to get here? It's a long trip.
How long did it take for you to get here?
About 8 hours. About half. Quarter of a day.
Quarter of a
OGM,
day?
how long did it take? How long did it take Fennec to get here?
Wait,
Uh,
days are 24 hours long.
that's a third of the day.
That's a third.
Quarter, a third. Close enough.
Cap doesn't know
Okay,
math.
so my brain is interpreting differently because like when you say like it took you a day to get here, I mean my brain goes like 10 or 12 hours to get there because that's generally how much you would travel in a day if you're traveling the entire day. So you took almost a whole day to get here, assuming you would have 8 hours of sleeping as well, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
So would Fennec use water, or would they stay on land the whole time?
Fennec would stay on land, and if there were like tunnel shortcuts throughout where he was from, he would take tunnels. Not really going in like the daytime.
Yeah, so you would only take, with the tunnels, it would only take like 6. Because literally you would make it to right like an hour away from, it'd take you about 5 hours to get from where you were to about an hour away underground, and then you would be above ground for like an hour at the very end. So yeah, you have the shortest time.
Yeah, sweet. Okay.
Okay.
Fennec's just gonna go, it took me shorter. Just to lean back against the wall.
Hey, I'm pretty proud of my 8 hours on my tiny little feet. It's like,
I got
it's a
I
long
did 6.
road. Pretty good. So yours was a fourth of a day.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Professor Hope goes, okay, when would you like to leave?
Are we stopping at the capital or not? I personally just want to get all the way out there and so we can do some saving.
If
I mean, if we want to stop at the capital, maybe we should leave now and stay the night in the capital.
I would be up for doing that, going and staying in the capital for a night and getting a chance to kind of learn things there because we don't really know a ton about what we're up against, like what we're dealing with. All we know is the school got attacked. That's all the information we have, right?
pretty much, you know that the schools got attacked, and you know that that letter was written by someone. It wasn't written by someone that was very knowledgeable, but were just being told to write it. So basically, they weren't doing any mannerism or anything. It was just literally almost like a computerized person doing it. So it's just straightforward. Nothing too
Interesting.
Yeah, nothing interesting was written extra. No jokes. No there was no
I get what you're saying.
no stamps to tell you who sent it. But Professor Hook knows, I will let them know if you want to leave tonight that you will be when to expect you, and then you will have your rooms automatically ready for you.
At the capital or at the water school or both?
I'll send the water school tomorrow, but capital first, just to make sure, because that is, even if you leave tonight, it's gonna be pretty dark by the time you get to the capital.
Didn't you say it takes us like 4 hours to get there? Oh no, that would put us at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
No, you said it was only 3.
Yeah, but it would take, but you have to get all your stuff ready. There's at least a half an hour. Then you leave and you walk your butts to just the front door of the Capitol. Then you sign in.
I can leap.
That doesn't mean I can.
Yeah, well, I'm tiny. I have quick jump. In a single action, I can jump. I have 2 actions.
Okay. So she asks you again, Are you going to go for the capital tonight or tomorrow?
Yes, we're gonna leave tonight.
Okay. I
I
will
say,
send them the message.
Unless anyone has any other wants to change things up.
I'm good. We can go tonight.
Okay, let's grab our stuff. I start packing all my stuff back into my bag in the room because it was all already out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I grab my 10 pieces of chalk and my rations I don't need and my soap. Gotta have my soap. I don't know why I have soap in my inventory. It's weird.
Fenneca's just gonna walk out of the room, go into his, and try to pack up everything that he would have just placed out when he was given the room, which wasn't a lot. It's basically just picking up his bag.
I don't even know
And then
if
waiting
I went
outside
into my
his
room.
door. I think we did.
Yeah,
I don't think I actually went into it.
not really. But your stuff was...
Because I think we were going to,
Mhm.
and then we ended the battle, and then we immediately went in there.
Yeah, quite literally, the only thing that would be in your room is if anyone dropped off amenities that were like teachers, just to make you feel more at home. And that's about it. Nothing to really travel with.
Seeing what my teacher left. I'm seeing what the teachers left me in my room, but I wanna.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Just a regular d20?
Yes.
Flat check. 14.
Okay, Professor, you could tell it's from one of the professors, because it's actually done pretty decently. It is literally a sculpture of a Cerberus, basically. And it literally, there's a little note that says, from, Professor Cass.
Aww. Fennec's going to stuff it in his pack. Just take it and stuff it in there.
Yeah. And it is literally looks like how Professor Cass is like kind of crafted with like clay and stuff. So it's almost as if it's ready to become a puppet itself. Like it's done that well.
Love it.
Yes.
And make sure not to like break it. You know what? Fennec is gonna quickly take the bandana that he has on his neck off, wrap it in the bandana, and then put it in his bag.
Okay.
And then just lean outside of his door waiting for the others.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything to get ready?
I would have been going through my room and packing things up and making sure I got everything that was mine or anything left for me, stuff like that. So.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Okay, I can do that. 15.
Okay, basically, there is a little, it looks to be like a elfin dancer, like, sculpture. Just
Okay.
sitting there, kind of, ready to, it's almost like they are ready to twirl.
Mm-hmm.
And, it literally, there's a note that says, from Professor Ospil, anything you need, let me know.
Oh, okay. This was which professor?
The, inventor professor, the, skeleton.
Oh, okay. I'm making a note of that.
Yeah, so it literally is just an elven, like, ballerina, basically. Sculpted out of, like, a clay. Basically the same clay that was used for,
Mm-hmm.
for, Fennec's little Cerberus.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. Is it like a small statue that I could like pack into my
Yeah,
things and
it's
whatnot, or-
it's very small.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, yeah, and I would pack that in with my things and take it with, and make sure I save the note.
Okay. Is Cap doing anything?
Alright, well, Cap has been busy packing their bag back up.
After pulling everything out?
Because I pulled everything out. So it showed, like, the glowing crystal short sword that's not really a short sword, but it's an orb. So I pack everything back in there, get it all organized and everything, put it in the backpack. I will probably ask once again to the professor, say, hey, you really don't have anything that'll help with water? Not exactly my strong suit.
You might find someone there that can protect you from water, but you shouldn't need it.
Oh, fine. Alright, I leave. I'll go look in my room, because I think I might want to drop something. I don't know if I want to carry all of this stuff with me.
Okay.
Fair.
So, you open your room, and your room isn't like Selena's room, where, Selena's room was designed her way, basically. Nice and easy. Kind of to remind her more of her village and everything. Yours is more lava some lava walls and stuff. And it almost looks like it's moving.
Nice.
As a teacher has put a spell on it for you. Just so you could at least feel like you're there.
Like I'm at home.
Yeah. And everyone kind of has that type of thing. Like, Fennec's room was a little darker than most. They kind of blacked out the light to make sure that it wasn't going to be too dark.
Is the wall warm to touch?
Do you touch it?
Yeah, I touch it.
Okay, you touch it, and it is slightly warm, but not like fire or lava. It's just kind of.
I don't want my room to be on fire.
Well, I mean, like, it's not like it's like there would be like heat on the other side. It's almost like you put your hand on it, and it's kind of like it's like it almost has like a heat from like skin almost. Like it kind of just radiates a little bit, but not very much. So it's no hotter than any of the people you would ever hug.
Gotcha, but it's not a cold wall.
No.
It's still pretty cool.
Yeah, and then the ground is kind of like a ashy soil. It's like an ash and soil mix.
Gotcha. So, completely unrelated to the thingy, but I thought we randomly picked our rooms.
You did. You are at the bottom.
No, I know that, but how are our rooms set up like this if we randomly picked them?
Your teachers are some of the most powerful magic users there are in the world.
They probably like made over our rooms while we were talking to Hope.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know exactly when, but
And this is Cap actually thinking, dude, when did they make this room our room? Like, I just said I would take the smallest one.
Yep.
But no one's in the room to hear me.
Mm.
I am gonna leave. No, yeah. I feel like I should leave my extra shield.
Your extra stuff that you don't think you need?
Well, I have a second shield. I don't think I need a second shield.
Ah.
Because remember, we looted the bodies and I got another shield and a longsword.
Mm-hmm. So
like, Cap is rolling in the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Quite literally.
Yep. So if you want to leave whatever is unnecessary, you can.
I do. But if I take it out of my inventory, then I can remember that it was in the room. Because it's not a thing to put it in, like... Actually, I'm gonna add an unnamed container.
Unnamed container is perfect. That's literally what your rooms...
So I will name it
what will
my,
hold in your rooms, yeah.
Bedroom in Orbis.
And since you were literally the only student that never actually went to their room, You hear a knock at your door,
Yes.
and Arya shows up,
I
and
know this person.
she's the rogue android that killed the
Did
two
I met
people
her
outside during the battle.
Okay.
Literally, the doors open and she sliced two people down instantly.
Okay, that's who we're talking about.
Yep. And she doesn't even talk. She just kind of walks in and hands you something and walks away really fast.
Thank you.
And what you have is literally similar to what the other two have, but it's a tree. It's like a crude tree. As if almost...
Stone crude tree?
It's
or an actual
like
tree?
clay. It's clayish.
Or
It's
clay,
more like clay.
okay.
And it's small, but it's like crudely done, almost like a child did it. And there's like a note on it. And it's literally says, Hope told me I had to make something for you, so here you go. And that's literally all it says.
Fun.
So you have a little clay tree now.
Awesome. Now... I'm trying to make it to where I don't accidentally give myself bulk.
Mm.
Because I know that we aren't dealing with that, but I don't know if the site we're using will add things to that.
I have not
So,
seen bulk
if-
happen in any of the characters I've created, so
Okay.
I have no idea.
If I make my bedroom in Orbis a bag of holding, that would remove all bulk, right?
Yeah, because bag of holding doesn't have weight, basically.
Okay, that's what I did.
I mean, it basically
wanna
is a
put-
bag of holding. It's just you're not going to hold
Yeah,
the bag of
yeah.
holding as long as you make sure that.
Correct.
And
No, I
Gwen and
called it
Emmy, if
the
you two
bedroom.
want to do that too, basically make it
If I
your.
want to do what?
If you want to make your room give yourself a bag of holding and just name it your room.
Your bedroom in Orbis.
Heck yeah.
Orbis.
Yeah, so basically your room will literally you'll know exactly where everything is once
Yeah.
you
And
leave.
it's more so that I don't forget that. Oh yeah, I have a half plate armor and I have a steel shield in my bedroom.
Yes. Just in
I don't
case
need
you
it
want to
right now.
leave something in your room.
Oh, okay.
Any
understand
trophies,
now.
any weapons that you find that you don't want to carry.
Because I am leaving my clay tree. I'm not taking that with me.
You're like, I don't want to break it.
Correct. But I need to add. custom-
Actually, that's a good point. Now I wouldn't have taken the statue, but I would have taken the note with it.
Yeah, and that's fine. You can always create regular item and just name it that. It doesn't do anything.
How do I create a regular item?
Gear and then custom.
Yeah, gear and custom.
But then I have to create custom.
It
So
should
it is custom gear.
Yeah, it should be custom gear.
At the bottom of the gear, when it says buy, give, cancel, PRD,
Yeah.
and then there's custom, and then you can write it, and then it'll go to the custom stuff, and then you can just add it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
but
have to
I had to choose
name.
between gear or scroll. So
Yeah, gear is definitely what you want.
clay tree. No item level, none of that stuff.
Nope.
Nope. It is priceless, so it's worth 1,000,000 gold.
Mhm.
Yeah, so now
Who is it from again?
Aria. Aria.
Arya was forced to make it for me. Accept. Iv. And I moved a clay tree to my bedroom in Orbis. I legit did call it Orbis though. Orbees.
You would. Okay.
Yeah, we can keep moving on. I'm just trying to figure out what all I'm gonna leave.
Yep.
I don't know if I
So-
want my weapons or not.
Basically, you're just prepping. You got like a half an hour to an hour, depending on how much you want to leave and how long you want to take. But, yeah. Basically, as soon as you're all done and you all start stepping out and getting ready to leave, at the front door is, Isabel and, Hope just standing there ready to see you off. Basically, Hope has decided that Isabel is not leaving her side until you guys are literally gone.
Okay.
Yep. Um. I don't know what to do.
Okay, we'll just
If
move
there's
on.
nothing else for us to do to prep,
Yeah.
then like why not? We
Yeah.
have to go to the capital. So.
Let's
Mhm.
Do that.
go.
It, as soon as you start like walking by to go to the door and open it, you literally hear Isabel say something for the first time. And she literally just says, "Good luck, you'll need it." And then Hope looks at her, and Isabel just kind of looks down again, as if she shouldn't have said anything.
I
And
would hope to continue leaving.
she says walk. Yeah, so you guys are gonna take a trip to the capital.
Yay! I have way too many weapons, but I'll keep them all on hand.
I have one.
So, what y'all
Okay,
don't realize
Two,
is that
three.
I gave myself 3 custom weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My class came with 4 javelins and a dagger.
So you're like a walking armory right now.
You are a
I
champion.
then picked up a longsword off a dead body,
Mm-hmm.
and now I have this orb that's basically a short sword.
Yeah.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, technically 8 because there are 4 javelins, and I can't break them apart. I was gonna leave 2 of them and carry 2, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. 9, 10. I have 10 weapons on my position.
Use 10 weapons. You literally are Deadpool right now.
Yeah.
Oh god. So
I don't want to leave it. Like I don't want to leave any of them. I left at least my extra shield and extra armor. So those are backups at home.
and yep, as oh, bye Kelly. Thank you for being here. So literally, as soon as you guys get ready to walk out, like the very bottom of like the school and everything, Hope just randomly pops up behind you and goes, "I let them know you were coming. You'll be there. You should make there by the time it gets dark, but the city will be lit up, so you should be fine."
Thank you.
And then she just runs back like real quick. And you guys are off to the capital.
We're doing the things.
Woo.
So it will be a few hours to get to the capital. To at least the front gates of the capital so that you can get in. And so you're coming in from the west, going east. So you hit the capital, like literally the walkway to it, and like literally as the road meets the capital, You just see a couple guards just kind of sitting there, not doing a thing, almost as if they just don't care if people walk by them. And they're just sitting there.
I raise my shield.
And you just keep, they don't even move. They don't flinch. They don't even look up at you. They just have no care in the world. Do you continue to walk, or are you gonna walk around them, walk straight by them?
I think I'm gonna look at the other people and say, does this seem normal to you?
Sorry, I had my mother come by and ask me a question really quick. What's the setup? What?
So you're literally at the west side of the Capitol.
Yeah.
Two guards are just kind of sitting there at the road, just kind of not even caring, as if people are walking near them.
Okay.
They just aren't caring, and Cap has raised their shield, and the guards have not made a single move. They're just standing there.
Well, if people are just walking by, I think we're good, Cap. Let's just keep going, and I would start leading the walk forward to continue towards the gates.
I'm gonna
Going.
keep my eyes on them. Like I'm gonna look back and forth.
Okay.
Fennec will follow, just like side-eyeing the guards, just trying to figure out what they're doing.
Now, it's starting to get late. It's at least, I'd say it's about 7 p.m.-ish. Just after. So it's starting to definitely get darker.
Mm-hmm.
At least out there. And as soon as you cross the second guard's eyesight, the first one of you, he goes, "Children shouldn't be out this late."
Well, that's why we're heading in, so that we're no longer out.
You should have already been in.
We were traveling from one of the other schools, and we had a late start. Apologies.
We were not notified.
Come on, she said she was gonna tell them all. Man.
Who did Hope tell us who she was supposed to notify? Because
She basically notified just the Capitol people. She sent one message to the people at the Capitol: make sure you have a room. That's it.
Would we have gotten like something from Hope saying like, "Hey, we're gonna go off
Yeah,
and do this thing"?
Basically, anytime you are sent out on a mission, she basically gives a little piece of paper onto your pack, so that people know that you are from her school.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
then can I pull that out to show the guards, essentially?
Yeah, it's literally like it's almost like
we're
stapled
just left
onto
today.
your. It's literally like on your pack, and you just show him, and he goes,
We're like kindergartners.
That-
have like something stapled to our
Well,
back.
I might look like a kindergartner, but I'm 18, guys. Stop treating me like a kid.
He looks
I'm
at
as
it.
tall as I can be.
The guy that didn't speak up looks at your note and goes, "Oh, our bad," and just kind of stands straight back up and just says nothing.
Yeah, you're bad.
And
Well,
the other
well,
guy's about to like puts his finger up and is about to say something, like the guy that was talking mostly, and the guy that was more silent literally just takes his fist and slams it into his chest and says, "Shut it." And literally they both go back to standing at attention.
Okay, first
I'm just gonna give them a nod and continue walking on and hope my group follows me.
First,
We're not.
I want to ask: did they get close enough to them where Fennec was in like direct proximity to them?
You would have been close enough to, like, all three of you would have been obviously walking together, but they would have been close enough to at least have a straight conversation and stand up like over you, basically.
Like how far away
Like 5
would
feet.
they have been?
5 feet.
Okay, they're being dicks. right now.
At least one was, yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, Fennec is going to try to steal something off of the guy who was giving us a hard time.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Roll a thievery, I guess.
No, if they're being dicks, the least we could do is try to, like, take something from them. That's gonna be a 19.
Okay. You take... The only thing this person had that wasn't, like, that they wouldn't be able to see is the scroll sitting, like, right on their back. Just, like, sitting there, and it's very enticing that it might be information. That's literally all it is. It's all they
Okay,
have.
so
I see
basically
this
what-
happening.
What Fennec is
Hold-
gonna
hold-
do is just going to quickly just take the scroll with the arm that's covered by a sleeve,
Mm-hmm.
and he's basically just they're gonna take the scroll and then like pull it towards them and then shove it up the sleeve.
Yeah, basically you took it as soon as he was getting punched, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they're just gonna
they
stuff it up
basically
there and
did
then
not
just
hear
put their
you
arm
at
back
all.
towards. Good. They're just gonna put their arm back to their side, like
Mhm.
clenching their fist so it doesn't fall out, and be like,
And now,
and just like quickly walk with Celine.
okay, did Cap want to try to see if they could?
I'm just wondering if Cap saw this happen or not.
Do you want me to make a stealth check and then
Against-
deception followed?
Roll
What
a
are we doing?
stealth. You roll a stealth, and Cap roll a perception.
That is going to be 24 stealth.
Oof.
I only rolled an 11.
Yeah, you saw
I'm a sneaky
nothing.
boy.
You didn't even realize that Fennec
don't wanna
walked
see.
away a little bit.
I don't want to see or know.
Like, Fennec
Okay.
had to literally go behind this person really quick to grab it.
Good.
You saw
'Cause we
nothing.
aren't for that. We don't steal around here.
Would I have seen it?
How about you also roll a perception?
Gotta be.
Oh, I gotta beat a 24.
Gotta-
Let's see how much my
gotta beat a
perception bonus is
24.
because I just rolled a 19 on the die.
Holy
my
crap.
perception is plus 13, so that's a 32.
Yes.
My
You
oh, you
clearly saw. You saw that scroll go right up the arm, and you could see the bulk on Fennec's arm of that scroll.
I think
I
Cap just
wouldn't
didn't
have
want to see
acknowledged it. I would have continued walking. Maybe that's why Selena was just like gave him a nod and continued on her way.
Yeah, yep.
Really
That
before we get in
works.
trouble.
That works.
Yep.
And
So just remember to talk to Fennec later.
Before Cap walks off, Cap's gonna turn and look at him and go, "Guys, you should be patrolling this place to make sure no bad guys get in here, not kids. What do you care about kids going into cities? Keep them, like, don't let them leave and don't let any bad people in. Do your jobs." And I'm gonna
And-
keep walking.
and they both just kind of stand there and don't even bat an eye. They just don't make another sound.
I'm gonna like that, shaking my head, like, "Come on, guys!" Like, I was like, I walk away going like disappointed look.
And
And this is tiny little Leshy that's doing that too.
okay, they don't even realize that the scroll was taken at all. Not a single thought pops into their head about that scroll. So you guys walk it a couple blocks. Now there's like just normal people, just walking around. Some of them are going home. Some are coming out of taverns. And some are
Were we
coming out of hotels.
Told where to go when we got here.
So she said go to the
Oh.
capital. She literally told you go
Yes.
to the capital. So the
like,
capital building.
here within the Capitol sitting.
Yes. She's literally
Yeah, okay.
telling you to go to the capital because that's like the only place you'll be safe from
So, we're
anyone
going
that's...
to the sea?
You're going to the capital, which is like the kind of darkened square above like the
Hey, we're going to the A.
final part, yes.
Alright, never mind. That went over everyone's head. Sorry, guys. I was capital letters. That's what I was going for.
Okay, so you guys go to the capital. Okay, it is pretty late. And, literally there's only one person standing out, and it's just, like, just a lowly, human, like, young human lady. Slightly older than you, but not by much. She doesn't hold herself, like, very high. She kind of slouched. Almost looks like she has no confidence or anything about herself. She just kind of sits there. And just sits there and looks like she's waiting for somebody.
I would probably walk up to her since I think I'm kind of leading the front of the group right now. Based on the guard interaction.
Yeah.
And so I'd walk up to her and be like, hello, we just came from one of the schools and we were told to come here once we made our way to the capital.
I believe I was told to wait for you. Your names
Oh, wonderful.
are Caprin, Fennec, and Selena, right?
Correct. Yes, that's the three of us.
Okay, our leader told me to wait here. Oh, Cap, okay. Our leader told me to wait here to, get you all situated and ready for tomorrow, since it's gonna be so late for you. And for them as well. They are not here right now, they went home. They are very busy right now, trying to figure out what is going on. But if you follow me, I can get you all situated into your own quarters here, and make sure that you have a good night.
Thank you. We very much appreciate that.
Right this way. And she literally she unlocks the door to the Capitol building and literally leads you in and then locks it as soon as you come in.
Yay, we did the thing. We made it to the place.
Yeah.
Woo!
We didn't get killed.
Yep. And I have a question. Would you guys like to continue and may accidentally get into a fight, which might lead us time, or would you like to finish?
I think this is a good spot to end on, like, honestly, because then we can be like, start the next day with like, okay, let's figure out what we want to do in the Capitol building, and then going up to the next place, kind of.
I feel that's fair. So with that, I think we did really well.
And go to our rooms and go to sleep.
Yeah, we go
Basically.
to wherever we have been shown, and we get to sleep,
Yep.
and I get
Quite-
spell slots.
Quite literally, it's like one big master room with 3 beds in it. And each bed has like a curtain to block off from other, just for a small bit of privacy, because it's almost as if they like just made this room for you guys today.
Okay.
Nice. Cool.
But before we end though,
Mhm. Yes.
Fennec is going to go like into basically just like give like a curt nod and just like shift like their fingers like a little salute, and just go into like one of the beds, pull all of the curtains up, take out the scroll, and read it.
You want to read the scroll?
I want to read the scroll. I want to see what I got.
Okay.
Ooh.
Good point, actually.
Do I see them pull the scroll out from their sleeve?
Nope, I
No.
closed the curtains.
Yeah, Fennec saying that they
Basically-
went and got privacy.
Okay.
How about this? Both Selena and Cap.
If they went behind a curtain, I'm not looking.
Well, no. Just roll me a perception with disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh
21.
crap.
What's 18 plus 13? That's 31.
Oh
right?
my
Gross.
god. Yes.
Bitch.
Okay, disadvantage. Sorry.
Yes.
Minus 3. 28.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Cap?
I got a 21, and I don't even. On disadvantage, I got a 21. I rolled a 19
Okay.
and a 12.
Could I?
You both
Could
hear
I have just done it
you
with like a normal roll since I knew there was something that they took?
basically you would have noticed, but you both hear Fennec playing with some paper, basically.
Oh, okay, I'm not concerned about that.
Like playing
Very
with.
loud paper.
Well, it's a scroll, so
They-
when
they
you go
might have
to
had it on them beforehand.
yes,
They might
so
have had it
you wouldn't say anything basically because you
I
wouldn't
don't.
know about
I
that.
I'm trying not to have to say anything
Mm-hmm.
because I am all about being a lawful good person,
Yep.
and my teammates apparently are not lawful good.
chaotic neutral, baby.
What would Selena
Open
like
it.
to?
That
Would
doesn't
Selena
align with me.
like to react? Would she like to react at all?
See, I wouldn't want to do anything that would let Cap know that there's something that happened. So I don't think I would do anything now.
Okay.
Because we just got curtains. We're all in the same room. I don't want to upset anything.
Okay.
Selena's not that kind of person.
Okay. So,
But she's keeping it in her head that this is happening.
okay. So, Fennec wants to read what is on that paper.
Yep. Open it up. Let's see. Sitting like cross-legged on the bed, it's just opening it up and just like scrolling through it.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, it says, Dear Havoc, Dear Havoc, Kelly Ruin, is safe. I stopped everything. I know where my daughter is, and I must get to her. Let me know as soon as you get this. And it literally says, Love Alros, your brother. And that's
My
it.
headset was muted because I coughed, but I had the loudest gasp just now.
Okay. And at that moment, like, first of all, just like a quick few thoughts run through Fennec's head. Who the hell is Havoc? Who Elros is? Does Fennec connect the dots that
Quite
Isabel
literally,
might be?
Hope said that her, Alros, and Isabel. She did not say that Alros was Isabel's father, but did say that Isabel's father was the one who found the school, and Alros, her, and Isabel were all a part of the Night Talons originally.
Okay.
So, you might be able to, if you think your character is a genius, somewhat.
I mean, let's see what intelligence my character
Yeah.
has.
What is your base
Where is
intelligence?
My base intelligence +1. we not that intelligent. We not that wisdom. I have more in strength and charisma.
That's true.
Not a lot. But I'm trying to think the ways that I would know. What would crap. This is where I forget things.
Yeah, you'll have to roll me. Just roll. Yeah, roll me
Like a
society.
great intelligence. Society?
Yeah, just roll me a
okay,
society.
I have good society.
Because
Actually, I'm
obviously,
gonna
as the founders of the school or of the land and the way society works, their names would have been said a few times.
Oh, baby. Oh, we did good. That is 27.
Okay, so you know a lot about. You know that he was the rogue of a party that helped fight off pretty bad people and establish this land. He then went to build a school for kids that would protect them and teach them to protect the others as well, instead of what Hope told you, that the Night Talons would have literally would torture and kill anyone at any time at any age. and that quite literally you know he had a daughter that lived at the school the whole time the school was built.
Okay.
So yes, you know who Alros is. Havoc is the leader of the land. They were literally the one put into power to make the decisions, as Havoc was a very holy person, but still very powerful.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then Fennec's just gonna roll back up the scroll. You're gonna shove it into their pack, take off the pack, throw it to like the edge of the bed, and just pass out.
I guess with that, we can call it. Great job.
I was like, Jack goes to sleep.
Yep, you all get a long rest, and you're all in nice, comfortable beds.
I can click the rest button. Except, I didn't change anything because I didn't take any damage and didn't use any spells, but...
Yep.
Same. But I rest too.
But I clicked the
I
button.
had spells from the fight last session.
But now at least the spells reset.
Yeah.
And I have put 2 of the 3 founders' names into the story so far.
Ooh.
Oh god, and if you know from an old campaign, Alros was me. Havoc was Emmy.
Oh, that's why Havoc's name is familiar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah!
Yeah.
These are
Ooh.
those characters about 13
Not their first time appearing.
Yeah, about 13 years after they first met.
Mm.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh, fun.
That was fun. And now we can, there was no combat, but I believe a little more insight to who the characters are, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And, now we figure out who do we want to raid?
A person.
Exactly.
A person.
And I got a couple people that do play Pathfinder and stuff, but they aren't playing Pathfinder like in general.
Yeah.
Is one of the people playing Magic?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. We might be able to raid.
Yes. We could raid Skylar. The long names. Let's raid Skylar. Say hi. Have fun. And I will... Gosh, Pathfinder will be back in 2 weeks. D&D will be next week. Sooner or later, Lemon's character is going to kill me in D&D.
Oh, yeah.
That
No,
week will be next week.
No,
Foreshadowing.
I personally am not going to do anything to your character. I'm going to let the elements do it.
Gonna let the elements.
We're going to let the elements do that. So,
Well,
see what happens.
yeah. I'll be back Saturday with some game, probably. But other than that, thanks everyone for being here.
Thank you for watching.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Bye, friends. Have a good one.